What if chanting a single name could change our brain, our emotions, and the way we see the world? Hi everyone, today we are talking about Pure Land Buddhism, the most widespread and popular Buddhist tradition in China. It's not just because it spread well, it also follows a pretty clear logic in psychology and philosophy. Today's topic is omit, no failures. Let's take a deep look at what Pure Land practice really means on these two levels. Part 1. The psychology behind it. First, chanting Amitābha is basically mindfulness meditation. When we chant the name of Amitābha, we are actually doing a form of mindfulness. Modern cognitive science already shows how effective meditation is. It reshapes neural pathways and reduces cognitive overload. And the correct way to chant is simple. Quiet the mind and place our attention to the 4 words Amitābha. If our attention stays on the one sound, that's already a successful meditation. Chanting it in 108 times usually takes around 5 or 6 minutes, just enough time to calm the mind when emotions start to rise. I personally chant the Vajrasattva mantra. It takes around 40 minutes, which feels more like a deep meditation. Most people are recommended to meditate for around 15 minutes, and that's usually the amount beginners can keep up with. I started practicing meditation this year, and in just 3 months, I could feel the difference. My emotional awareness improved, and I become more sensitive to tiny little changes around me. Second, intentionality gives us a clear sense of direction. There's a concept in phenomenology called intentionality. It means our consciousness is always directed toward something. Pure Land Buddhism gives us a very clear target, the Pure Land itself, an ideal and stable future. And when our mind points towards something good, we stop drifting. We grow roots like a plant, finding its soil. Humans need a direction, and we need a feeling of moving toward a goal. It's like studying. In the schools, goals are clear. We write an essay and we feel we learned something. But self-study has no assignments, no output, no way to check our progress, so it feels less real. I watched philosophy lectures online for years, but only when I started to making videos did I finally feel, okay, now I'm actually learned something. Pure Land works the same way. Once the direction is set toward the Pure Land, our actions naturally follow. We start to reflect. Was I kind enough? Did I hurt someone without noticing? Or could I have helped someone more? These tiny reflections slowly push us toward better thoughts and better behavior. 3. The feelings of being seen brings emotional safety. In psychology, the science of being seen is crucial for emotional stability, and Amitābha's infinite light symbolized an unconditional, steady presence that always sees us. This fits perfectly with attachment theory. Anxious or avoidant attachments often comes from a lack of safety and the urge to place that need onto other people. That's why many problems shows up in relationships. But Amitābha, as a stable other, can hold some of that need for safety. For many people, it prevents the emotional cycles that lead to conflict and hurt. Part 2. The philosophy behind it. First, why is Pure Land's simple method so controversial? Historically, people criticize the Pure Land Buddhism because chanting a name seems too simple to reach something as profound as nirvana. Earlier Buddhist schools emphasize philosophy, a bottom-up approach. We reason our way toward truth like Western traditionals trying to prove the existence of God through logic. Pure Land takes the opposite approach, top-down. It starts from the religion's fact that the Pure Land exists and Amitābha's power is boundless. And because Buddhist scriptures are so vast, the existence of Buddhas is already part of the accept framework. So, other schools could hardly argue against Pure Land on logic grounds. Second, self-power and other power are not opposites. People often think relying on Amitābha contradicts personal efforts. But believing in Amitābha is already a personal choice. It's an act of self-power. I choose to believe, I choose to rely on this support. That choice still comes from me. I personally have struggled with faith myself. I can't completely devote my life to Buddhism, so I let the Buddhas be like friends who accompany with me. That struggle between reason and faith makes me realize something. Handing our whole mind and body to a tradition is actually not easier than keeping precepts. It takes its own kind of courage. 3. Pure Land is philosophically valid because it works. If a belief system can increase our motivation, reduce our anxiety, strengthen our moral awareness, and keep us from collapsing in moments of despair, then it has what philosophy calls practical rationality. Kant also said, even if we cannot prove God exists, the moral order created by belief is reason enough. And Pure Land Buddhism has survived for over 1400 years. Its practical value is undeniable. For me, the beauty of Buddhism is not about premise. It's about how, during the messiest moments of my life, it's given me a direction and a feeling of being seen. Maybe we all carry a Pure Land somewhere in our hearts. It doesn't have to be religious. It could simply be any place or any practice that makes us feel safe. And if a belief, a mantra, or even just a single sentence can make us steadier, kinder, and more willing to see the others, then its meaning is already complete. I'm Little Bamboo Yayue. I want to share these ideas with you in my own voice. If you'd like to hear more about Chinese philosophy, subscribe and stay connected. See you next time.